What's up, Vikings fans? It's the day after the 53-man roster has been released. We're going to talk about some of the moves that Kwesi has made, initially, right? That's like when people say when they don't want to criminalize themselves, they say they always use that thing, man, allegedly, right? Allegedly, we signed this player. But nah, man, let's talk about it, man. So the first thing that came out this morning, and I did a short on it, was I seen that Jalen Reagor was waived. Listen, I'm not surprised, and honestly, it doesn't matter to me. Like I said this last night in the live, like we have Justin Jefferson, and we spent a first-round draft pick on Jordan Addison. I mean, listen, wide receivers really shouldn't matter that much to us, man. They really shouldn't. We have who we need in the wide receiver room. I don't understand why we even need to panic about bringing in another wide receiver to supposedly replace Reagor. It doesn't need to happen, right? Why? Because Brandon Powell is your punt returner now. Hey, that's just what it is, man. It is what it is now, right? But then let's talk about some of the moves that were made as far as adding some players to the team. So Alec Lewis, indeed, the Vikings are planning to sign offensive tackle Hakeem Adeniji. So, hey, look, Adeniji played in 15 games last year, started 14 games in 2020 and 2021. So, I mean, I don't know too much about him. I'm not going to sit here and act like I do. But what I do realize is he's a tackle, and something about it is just like, yo, like, don't we need guards? Or am I don't know, man. Maybe RAP don't understand the game as much. But I'm going to tell you right now, I feel like we have all-pro tackle on one end, and we have an all-pro tackle on the other end. You feel me? I think the guards are what really needs to be looked at right now, and really needs to be fixed, or at least bring in some depth there, because if one of them go down, man, we in real big trouble. That's just my opinion, but I'm just saying, man, maybe we don't know too much. But then another move was here, man. Shout out Vikings Insider. The Vikings are signing offensive tackle David Quesenberry to their active roster, pending a physical. Now, again, I don't know too much about him. He might be a good player, but again, he's a tackle. So when I think about a tackle, I think about Christian Darrisaw. I think about Brian O'Neill. I think about those guys staying healthy throughout the year, man, and we don't have to use anybody behind them in the depth chart. Like, I look at them to be healthy and be able to help our team get to where we need to get. So I still yet might be a good addition, probably is a good addition, but I still believe you need to bring somebody behind the guards, man. Because what I don't want to happen is thinking that just because we bring in a tackle, we can move them to guard and stuff like that. We went through that enough with Rick Spielman and Mike Zimmer. Playing the musical chairs with the offensive line, we've been through that already, man. I don't want to go through that again. It doesn't work. It doesn't work, man. These guys, when they've been playing tackle, that's what their muscle memory is used to, man. They used to play tackle. They don't know how to play guard as well, man. You don't just want to throw some guy in there and say, hey, you're just a big guy, just go in there for guard. It don't work like that, man. So, and I thought you would think that we would have learned our lesson already, but I guess not, man. And the last thing, man, is we signed, well, this ain't going to be the last thing. I want to talk about one more thing, but we brought in a running back, Myles Gaskins from the Miami Dolphins. Again, this is just a depth piece, nothing major, but I mean, look, he's a different type of running back than Alexander Mattison. And I think that's what the key is. The key is trying to fill that void of Dalvin Cook, that home run hitter, man. And he has that ability, man. If you go watch his film and watch some of his highlights, he can break one for 60, 70 yards. He's done it in his career already. So, and he's only like 26 years old. So there's something there. It's one of those things where if Ty Chandler doesn't pan out, you can put Gaskins in as RB2 and he can hold it down because he has enough experience. You feel me? He has enough experience, and he is that different type of slasher back that we're going to need, because we do need that balance in the run game. You feel me? And then the last thing, man, let's talk about some of the practice squad players. So we brought back center Allen Ali. We brought back CJ Colden Jr. We got Sheldon Day. We got Lucky Jackson we brought back, which was surprising. I figured they would have let Lucky Jackson walk. We brought back Tristan Jackson, which is SK's guy, man. SK loves Tristan Jackson, man. He's a Tristan Jackson stan, you hear me? We brought back Dwayne McBride, which I kind of figured we would do that, being that we drafted him. TJ Smith, defensive line, we brought him back. And then the fan favorite, man, that what I'm seeing is Thayer Thomas. I think Thayer Thomas is one of the fan favorites, becoming like the next Adam Thielen as far, and it's not just because they both white boys, all right? So don't even come at me. I'm just saying. He's becoming the fan favorite. It might be that, though. Yeah. But then we brought back linebacker Luigi Villain. So, that's obviously a big one for me. I felt like he should have made the 53-man roster, but at least we have him on the practice squad. So he's there for our disposal. We can use him if we need him. We brought back Benton Whitley, which he played okay in preseason, so I'm not mad at that. But then my guy, man, we brought back Jalen Williams. I'm going to tell you right now, Jalen Williams, if they give him an opportunity, if somebody slip and they bring up Jalen Williams, he will not go back to the practice squad. He will be on the 53-man roster for the rest of the year. And I told the group this. I said, listen, he is the Duke Shelley story of this year right here. You watch what I say, man. And then Joanne Williams, which that was surprising, man. I forgot to mention that in my video last night with the roster, and I got to talk about it right now. That was a surprising one, man. Saying that he didn't play in the last preseason game. Hey, he had a couple good plays in the second preseason game. I was like, yo, this dude locked it up. He on the sideline drinking his water, jersey, no pads, Gatorade cup in his hand. I figured he was on the squad, but he wasn't, But, man, listen, Kwesi's definitely making some moves. Are they moves that we like? No, I'm going to keep it real. I'm not liking the moves, but he's still making the moves. A lot of it's questionable, man. I need to see more. I need to see more, man. I need to see some players in here that actually matter for the positions we know we need. Defensive line, offensive line, guard in particular, IOL, all right? Not just offensive line, IOL. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, y'all let me know how y'all feel about some of the moves that were made today, man, on the day after, because the day after be cranking. You feel me? And it should be a bunch of news coming out this whole rest of this week. Let me know how you feel down in the comment section. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, smooth summer, who running? I hear them talking, but they ain't gonna do nothing. Celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.